Of the happiest place on earth, where any discount that they offer is just a little joke, and you have to get a bank loan for a churro and a coke. Mickey's got a strong pimp hand at Disneyland.
Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey.
With the geek by your side, even if your butt is wide, you can roll with the ride through the red fair. With the geek, you'll be fine. You can look like Frankenstein. He will not decline. You're the answer to his prayer. His geeks don't care. I wanna rock, but that means being inclusive of people and the cultures without appropriating them. I wanna rock, but that means being conducive to a balanced life of work and play and avoiding all loose. And I wanna rock. I got boots and a hoo-hoo with nothing really better to do than me. With a magic wand from Hitachi, my friends would often ask me why my clothes are all askew. And I'd be digging in my pockets like I was a kangaroo. 'Cause nature will have blessed me with a man in a canoe. I've got boobs and a hoo-hoo. I got boobs and a hoo-hoo.
Miss Garcia, the vaguely slutty Spanish teacher. One young man could learn how to roll his R's when his pants look like he's hiding cigars. The only phrase in his mind is estoy cachando, which is Spanish for I'm super horny. Visions of hot dogs wrapped in tortillas was a legend of Miss Garcia.
Super Danny's only super when he's blackout drunk. He can stop a robbery just by blowing chunks. When you see the damn signal of a bottle of Jack in the sky, let you know you can rely on Super Dan. Oh, you can bet that he will show. Oh, 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 if he's face down in a Merlot. Put on some sweatpants. It's a wet pants and fuzz leg slippers. Put on some sweatpants. I said they still fit tight and your butt still looks nice, but you won't have to walk like you're walking on ice. So wet pants, kitties and boots, 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 kitties and boots. I'm gonna get me designer babies, the kind that don't eat, don't cry, don't shit. I'm gonna get me designer babies, no butthole, butthole, butthole. I'm gonna get me designer babies, the kind that don't eat, don't cry, don't shit. I'm gonna get me designer babies, no butthole, butthole, butthole.
It's Thursday. Hello, little monkey. It's Thursday. It's word salad. It's that time. I'm Phil Johnson. I'll be your comedian for the evening. Welcome to the event. Welcome to Word Salad. It's nice to have you here. I see who's in the comments. Lisa's here. Dawn's here. What's up? I think I saw Jason Posh lurking around in there. Fantastic. Nice, nice, nice. It's wonderful to see all of you. Thanks for popping in, spending your Thursday evening with me. We're going to have some fun. Oh, it is hot here in California. It is very warm in my studio here. By the way, also, sorry for the cardboard box, the lovely cardboard. This is not a fake Zoom background. Okay, like this is not one of those graphics that people put behind them in their work meeting where they don't want you to see where they actually are. This is real life. This cardboard box right here. That's real life. It's a real FedEx box that at some point I'm going to pack those drums into with that giant roll of bubble wrap right there. All right. It's too much to take an entire drum kit apart and pack it into one box. It's ridiculous. All right. So anyway, let's get into it here. As you know, at the top of the show, for the people that are watching who are not part of the crew yet, who might be watching over on Twitch or the YouTube channel or the Facebook or wherever, we got to do some of the origin story so that those people know who the hell they are watching. Me. Oh, by the way, I look back at a couple of the last word salads we did, and I'm not happy with the audio quality. So I'm working on that. I worked on it a bit today. I don't think I figured it out yet. I have to do some more playing around to get the audio quality where I'd like it to be and where it has been in the past, but I'm using some new tools, and the audio is not making the transfer like I thought it was. My apologies for that. We're going to do the best we can, and I am working on getting cooler, better, fantasticer audio. Fantasticer is a word now. Okay. What's up, Dana? Good to see you. And Brittany's here. Wonderful. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, so let's do some of the origin story here. So, quick origin story. Here's how here's how we all became here. I started playing music at the age of 8. Played the flute. Why? Because my mom told me girls like musicians, and if I played the flute, I'd always be the only boy in the orchestra, and I always was. Never dated another flautist. Did meet my best friend Dave in the clarinet section next door. So there you go. Just saw Dave do Young Frankenstein. He played Igor here in a local production. We saw it over the weekend. It was very funny. Very great. He did a great job. He's dancing. Dave dancing. Craziness. It's crazy. So anyway, playing flute at the age of 8, picked up piano, stole my first guitar from my dad when I was 16 because I wanted to be a rock star, and it was a very difficult to play old Harmony F-hole guitar that I wish I still had now. And I think it was 19 or 20 when I started Roadside Attraction under various different names that no longer stuck. And we fast forward into the early 2000s, and I had broken up with the guys I was playing with. And I was studying at the time with a mentor named Tim Sweeney. Who's Tim Sweeney? He is this guy right here. That's Tim Sweeney, a gem of a human being. And he was the godfather of indie music in the late 90s and early 2000s, where he worked for major label bands, fixing their career, essentially. And then he would come to us and tell us how to not mess up our careers in the first place. Number 1 on that list, don't sign with a major label. So I studied with Tim, and Tim would put on these big conferences in Las Vegas, and we would all go to one of the big hotels in Las Vegas, and there would be a couple hundred, not even that big, 75, 80 really cool indie musicians, and we would learn about how to work our business, And one night we were sitting around a pool at one of these Las Vegas hotels, and we were just playing songs for one another, and I wanted to try something a little bit different. Had a couple little goofy songs I'd written, so I played them one called Whale Blubber, which is a love song based on a line from the Jim Carrey film Me, Myself, and Irene. If you know the line, then you know the movie. So we were playing these songs, and the next morning, everybody was like, hey, that Whale Blubber thing, that's what you should be doing. That was funny. We can't get it out of our heads. It's a solid song. You should be doing that comedy thing. And I was like, no. I just want to be the guitar player in a rock band. That's all I want to be. I want to write serious songs. I can't do that kind of thing. Okay, then I eventually became a singer because I couldn't find a singer to work with. I eventually acquiesced into leaning into some of the comedy stuff. I started doing some solo shows and coffee shops, things like that. And I would pull out some of these funny songs, and they really started to click with people. The next person that came into my life as I was doing that was this lady here, who was actually another acolyte of Tim Sweeney. Acolyte's a weird word to use, but it wasn't quite a cult. And Groovy Judy, who is a wonderful person. You should go see her live if you have a chance. She is amazing on that guitar. And she found a comedy music show in San Francisco at a place called the Hyena Theater. And she said, hey, you should call him up and try to get on that bill and play your funny little songs there. And so I did that, and they put me on. By the way, Hyena Theater. Theater is a big word for a room in a office building with some folding chairs, but that's what it was. And the MC at that show was this lady right here, Lynn Ruth Miller. who at the age of 72 was just starting her own comedy career. And she was the MC for that show that night. She saw me do my act, and I had my 3 little funny songs that I was doing. I still have a recording of that show. It makes me cringe to listen to it. Maybe I'll post it in the Inner Circle one of these days so you can hear it too and cringe along with me. Lynn Ruth came up to me after the show. She said, "Hey, I need a guitar player for my act. Would you like to do it?" And I said, "Sure, what are we doing?" And she said, you're gonna play Anarchy in the UK by the Sex Pistols while I throw lingerie at the audience." And I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good time. I can't say no to that. So we started going around to all the comedy shows here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and we would do Lynn Ruth's throwing the lingerie bit, and then she would tell the producers of those shows, "Hey, Phil's got some stuff. You should put him up for a few minutes." And so they would offer me these little, 5 and 7 minute sets to go up and play my goofy little songs. I was going to say my stupid little songs, and they are my goofy little songs. And I started to get into, they'd opened up a bunch of new venues for me that I never realized I could play in before. And so I started to very immediately catch guitar comic flack. Guitar comic is a pejorative in the comedy world because traditionalist stand-ups don't like guitar comics. They think somehow we are cheating. I don't know why. Whatever it is, they don't like it. They don't like to follow it. Fine. So I thought, well, if I'm going to be part of this world, if I'm going to play in these venues, then I should learn how to do what they're doing as well. And I always enjoyed stand-up comedy. Never thought I'd be doing it for a living. Not in a million years. But I always liked it. I grew up on Robin Williams, Bobcat Goldthwait, Rodney Dangerfield, all that stuff. I grew up on that, watching all those guys. So I sat down and started watching comedy with a more critical eye and thinking of not just laughing at it, but really watching it and going, well, why is that funny? How does that work? And I would transcribe people's specials. I would sit down with a Jim Gaffigan or a Stuart Lee special and literally write out word for word what they were saying so that I could see what a good joke looks like on the page. And then I would take my 5 minutes of material and go up and bomb and rewrite and bomb and rewrite and bomb and rewrite and bomb. And eventually you rewrite and something works. And that's when the drug hits and you get those laughs. And I started touring I think my first tour was in 2006 or 7 on something called a Tribble Run, where Tony Diamco and I went to Montana and Idaho for a week. And it was brutal. Our drive to the first show was 22 hours straight through. I picked Tony up in San Francisco. We drove 22 hours straight through to our first show in Missoula, Montana, where I subsequently bombed my ass off. And Tony came up on stage, and as he was getting ready to start his set, and he went, "I swear it gets better. I swear it's going to get better." And it did. And now all these years, almost 20 years later, 20 years. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I get to tour the country now, making people laugh, singing them songs, telling them jokes. And it is such a blast. And it is just, it's a wonderful way to make a living, even if I have to sit here with a FedEx box next to me talking to you. Yes. So that is the origin story for the new folks. If you're not on board yet, if you would like to know more about that, check your email for your Backstage Pass emails. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about at all, that means you are not yet part of Team Philagelos. And this is how you're going to get to see the longer version of this stream tonight, too. Click that QR code. That would be, all right, stupid joke. That would be the Bollywood version of a QR code. QRRR code. Nope, too many R's. QRRR code. I don't know. Did you see the movie RRR? It was very good. Won an Oscar. Anyway, click the QR code. Zap it with your phone. Do whatever you do. I think a link will probably pop up in the chat as well, and you can join Team Philagelos. It's free. We do all sorts of exclusive stuff. You're going to get to come to the live stream release party for my next single in July, and all sorts of great bonusy kind of things for you there. Okay, so there's that. I appreciate you all. And let's see, what's going on in the chat? Who's here? Tracy's here. Brent's here. Nice. Tracy said, "The heck with them all." I assume you mean the people who I was bombing for. And then over in the Team Philagelos web Facebook community, it was, oh my gosh, Lisa said it was 111 in Arizona today. Ah! That deserves a Home Alone face for 111. No. It was not that warm here today. We pushed 98 over the last 2 days. Today it actually broke a little bit, and it wasn't too bad. John Clifford's here. What's up, John? Jackie's watching. Nice to see you all. Oh, Trace said the comedians who don't like guitar comedy. Yeah, we're all friends now. we're all friends. Even if they secretly don't like what I do, they like me as a person. So that's okay. How about a song? Should we have a song? I usually start with a song. I don't know why I didn't tonight. We started with the jabbering, but let's do this one. This one is, I like this one. I've performed it live a few times. It's a little one. It's about one of my favorite proteins. Because who doesn't write a song about their favorite protein? They're great fried and baked, barbecued and glazed, served on skewers and buns, roasted with sage, with noodles in soup, add some chilies to put a little kick in. And of course you know I'm talking about babies. All right, eating babies tonight. That's how we're opening the show, eating the babies. And if you haven't seen my act in a while, there is a lengthy bit about eating babies in the show right now that is not only my favorite bit to do, but the one that most people quote to me on the way out of the shows now. So when you come see me sometime in the next couple of months, you're going to get to experience the lengthy bit about eating babies. It's so much fun. So much fun. Let's do this one. This one I've never performed live. Most people don't even like this song, but I like it. I bade my fair lass farewell as I headed so far out to sea. I said I'll be back before winter's come, unless I find a good deal on a condo. All right, so some of these short songs that come out, they become like not a test drive, but it's just a little. I don't even know, it's a dribble of comedy. I'm dribbling comedy on you all night tonight, baby. All right, let's do this one. This one is on my Itty Bitty Ditty Committee album. Itty Bitty Ditty Committee album. There it is. I can't even say it. Brent says it was 90 in Florida. Yeah, it feels like 100 because you got that humidity down there, man. So not as hot as Arizona. I don't think anybody's going to beat 111 in Arizona today. If you do, you're probably dead. So, all right, this one's called Hidden Stash. He had a hidden stash underneath the floorboards in the back room of his house. He knew his family would shun him if they ever found him out. But when the whole family's doing keto and Brussels sprouts fill you with dread, oh, then under the floorboards in the back of the house is where you keep your bread. Bread. Oh, how I love me some bread. I do. All right. Anyway, let's do some quick updates here. There is stuff going on. July 11th, we're going to have the live stream release party. It'll be like this, but specialer. We're going to have the live stream release party for my new single, My Personal Hell. Which if you hang out later for the extended version of the show, I'm going to play a version of it for you so that you can hear kind of what it's going to sound like. So July 11th, that's going to be at 5:30 p.m., just like Word Salad is. We are going to have a big old live stream release party for My Personal Hell, which comes out July 12th. But if you come to the release party July 11th, you're going to get to hear it first. So, going to have fun on that. Keep an eye on your email for all the details on that. I'm still working on all the promotion-y things that have to go into a single release. I love the writing. I love the recording. That's all I love. All the marketing part of it is not that enjoyable, but it has to be done. Otherwise, nobody hears it, right? Okay. What else is going on? You'll note I mentioned in the email earlier, you might hear construction tonight. There's no construction happening right now. The guys showed up at 8 o'clock this morning to rebuild our fences. They rebuilt one of 3 fences that we needed, and then they left to go do another job, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how these fencing companies work. I didn't pick the cheapest one. I picked the one that was 3rd cheapest and had a pretty good vibe when I met with the guy. That doesn't mean anything, apparently. They don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But we have one fence. We have one fence built, and it looks rock solid, and I'm very happy to see that. Tomorrow, they're coming to do the other fence with the other neighbor, and then maybe we're getting the front we have a picket fence in our front yard that is just fallen to pieces completely because whoever put it in originally did a very bad job at it. I'm surprised it has lasted as long as it has. And so we're doing that as well. We're dropping like almost $8,000 on fences. Fences, just piles of wood nailed up. We're dropping $8,000 on a bunch of fences this week. So there's no construction happening right now. There's no bang bang, swoop swoop, pow pow happening during the show, fortunately. But they will be back tomorrow morning to bang bang pow pow, and hopefully finish everything. Sheila's here. What's up, Sheila? Nice to see you. Aren't you on vacation, Sheila? Didn't you say you were going on vacation this week? And then what's the other? Oh, I got a new video camera. Very excited. You're going to see some new clips arriving online because I have a new video camera. Yes, I got DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and it's super cool. It's very tiny. It's about that big and vertical. It's like not much. It's a little smaller than this microphone, actually, and it's got a mechanical gimbal on it so that I can set it so it will follow me on stage when I'm walking back and forth on stage. So cool. I'm very excited to shoot some stuff with it, and you'll see some new comedy clips soon of stuff happening. Oh, Sheila just got back from her vacation. Awesome. Hope it was good. Yeah, so the new camera, you're going to see some new stuff. I'm going to start shooting stuff with it here pretty soon. Last update, new Inner Circle platform coming within about a month or so. I was just talking with the team today, and there's going to be some super cool stuff. See, here's one of the big major problems with all of the social media platforms right now. If I look at my stats for who's seeing the stuff that I'm posting, and that's thousands and thousands of people. I had a YouTube short do 14,000 views last week. That's awesome. It's not the subscribers, which is dumb. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, they show the stuff to new people, which is great. We want new people to see it. They don't show the stuff to people who are following and subscribing. I don't understand what the deal is. So there may be stuff happening in our Team Philagello's Facebook group that you have no idea about because you're not getting the notifications. It's ridiculous. We are building a platform that is going to give us some independence from a lot of that stuff. Not totally, but it's going to give us some independence where you're going to be much more in the driver's seat about what you get to see, how much you get to see, what you want to see, what you want to do. It's going to be super cool. We're going to be able to live stream from in there. We're going to be able to have all our chat discussions in there. It's going to be fantastic, and I think you're really, really going to love it. It's going to be fun. So look out for new stuff in the next month or so. It's still being built. I'm going to be one of the first people using it for when it comes out. So we'll have some fun. There'll be some things that are broken. It'll be great. Okay, fantastic. Shows. Oh, real quick, let's talk about some shows. So, next show's coming up June 14 and 15. I will be at the Chinook Winds Casino in Lincoln City, Oregon, opening for Jake Johansson and Tyler Bowe. Very excited. Jake Johansson is fantastic. He's one of those guys that I watched in the 90s coming up, so I'm excited to open for Jake Johansson. And Tyler Bowe, also very funny. June 19th, I'll be at Mississippi Pizza on a show called Dough in Portland, Oregon. And then June 21st, I will be at Tacoma Comedy Club in Tacoma, Washington for a World Series of Comedy event. And if I do well that night, then I'll be there June 22nd as well. We'll find out. June 27th, I will be co-headlining at Rustaller Farms in Dixon, California. I'll be co-headlining with Max Eddy. If you haven't seen Max Eddy before, super hilarious. You love him. June 29th, I'll be on a show called The Setup at the Valencia Room in San Francisco. So, nice little bunch of shows coming up here for the rest of this month. Looking forward to doing those and shooting some new stuff with the camera. Heck yeah, heck yeah. All right, real quick here, I'm gonna play a little stand-up clip. We're still doing stuff for the new folks who might be watching and lurking out there in the ether of the internet. Is that? I don't know. I'm gonna play you a clip. Here we go. Let's watch this. No, let's watch this one.
So I grew up in the Bay Area. I grew up in San Jose, and it's such a wonderful place because there's so many different kinds of people. We get to learn about each other's lives and cultures and walk in each other's shoes a little bit. That's important stuff. Like I'm beginning to understand just a small part of the African American experience in this country. because white people always want to touch my hair too. And if you are a white people and did not understand that joke, you've not been around enough black people, all right? That's all it is. That's all it is. Because look, it's a natural curiosity, different kind of hair, right? Plus, if you see a nice natural afro, you just want to curl up in it with a hot cup of cocoa and watch Netflix all night. It's very inviting. But we don't do that, right? We don't touch other people's hair. It's rude, it's impolite, and a black woman will destroy you. I told that joke one night. I was playing a casino in Southern California, and the whole audience was white. Like, white. It was like playing the inside of a saltines box. You know what I'm saying? And I told that joke to dead silence. Nothing. And then a black gal in the third row stood up and went, "You damn straight." And I was like, woo! Thanks for the save, sister. White women always ask to braid my hair, like I'm some sort of Barbie doll or something. You know, and I get it, fine. We both have big boobs and no genitals. All right. But I'm not going to let you do it because I know what you girls do with your Barbie dolls. First, you're going to braid my hair. Then you're going to chew my feet off, tan me in the microwave oven, and tear my head off and put it on Ken's body. The girls are laughing. The guy's like, "Oh my God, you do that? You're a psycho. What's wrong with you?" Yeah, little girls destroy their Barbie dolls sometimes. People like to intellectualize it. They go, "Oh, it's a feminist message. It's a rejection of sexual stereotypes." No, little kids destroy things. That's what they do. When a little boy is blowing up his G.I. Joes, we don't go, "Well, he's obviously making a commentary about military spending in this country." No, little kids just destroy things like their toys in your life. That's what they do. So no, white ladies, you cannot braid my hair. Black women don't usually ask to braid my hair. Black women will sometimes suggest dreads. They go, "Oh, you should do dreads." And I'm like, "Ooh, white guy dreads. That just says I own more bongs than books. I can't have that." What I think is funny is that black women only hit on me when they're drunk. And they say when you're drunk that it brings out your true personality, which tells me that not every black woman wants a giant dick. Just saying, once you go white, coochie stays tight, aight? We're not gonna stretch you all out. We are like a relaxing vacation after a long, hard work week. You can't go out every night pounding those dark brown Jaeger shots without doing some damage, but you can have a glass of white wine with dinner every night and still get up for work the next day. We are the smooth jazz of dicks. For when you just need a little atmosphere. So many angry white dudes in here right now. Come on, you don't get a big dick and white privilege. You can't have both. Pros and cons.
I missed the end of it. So there you go. That is from my latest special called Burning Sensation. We're going to be shooting a new special hopefully late this year. I've been working hard on the material, so we're going to see what happens. Jason said he had long hair back in the day, at 14 inches when he cut. I don't know how long mine is. There will often be a girl at a show who will come up to me after and want to compare hair lengths. That's where I am. But I've never actually measured it. It doesn't grow a lot anymore. I don't really pay attention to it that much. All right. So here's the scoop, friends. We are going to jump into the community-only section of the Word Salad Show. So if you are not yet part of the Philagelis community, you're going to want to zap that little QR code right there and get yourself all joined it up. It's free to do, and it's super fun. We got good people. You get the longer version of live stream. You get some merch drops. You're going to get an invitation to the live stream release party next month, and just so much fun stuff coming up that we're working on. You're really going to dig it. All right, so click that, and then we're going to jump into the next portion of the show, which means we are going to say goodnight to Twitch, and we are also going to say goodnight to my public-facing Facebook page. So let's see here. Where's my thingies? Goodnight Twitch and goodnight Facebook page, and we're going to remain on everywhere else for right now. So hang in, and we are a go on that. As it saves. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. So it's our goof around time right now, which is always nice to have. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna play. I'll play a couple songs here, and we'll talk about some other stuff. And we're having a good time. All right. Oop, I gotta turn the comments back on so that I can see what y'all are up to. Okay. What was I going to do? I forgot. Oh, yeah. Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach. And let the sun slowly kill us, nearly drown in a riptide. Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach. You'll get a jellyfish sting and I'll pee on your leg. Let's stay in the house. Let's stay in the house. Because it's really much safer. We'll always have Netflix. I can still pee on your leg. There we go. Peeing on the leg tonight, because that's what you don't do, actually, with the jellyfish sting. Turns out that's an urban myth, but still fun to write a song about. That's what I say. So we did go to see my buddy Dave in Young Frankenstein last weekend. He was doing it at a theater here in Los Altos, in the Richie Rich area, out there in Los Altos, where all the billionaires live. Super fun. He was playing Igor, and it was great. Dave is a fantastic actor. He's very, very funny. He's a really good singer. If you haven't heard the Christmas single that he and I did together year before last, I don't even think it was last year. I think it was year before last. He and I did a Christmas single together called "I'm Not Really in the Christmas Mood This Year." And that came out really good. So Dave, good actor, good singer, not a dancer. And he had to dance in this show, and like right out in front of the group. He was terrified. By the time we saw him, he was getting better at it. But he was really like wigged out with the whole dancing thing. But he managed. He did a good job. And it's Igor. Igor's not supposed to be a good dancer. But it was very, very fun. I got to watch the movie again. I haven't seen the movie Young Frankenstein in a long time. But the play, very, very fun. If you happen to be here in the Bay Area, it's running through the end of this month, I think, at least for another couple weeks. And it'll be good. And Dave's always in a play somewhere. The week before, we saw him in a sketch show in San Francisco. So he's out there. He's my boy. All right. Let's do this one. This is one of my favorite covers. I once lived the life of a millionaire, Los Altos. Spent all my money, didn't have any cares. Took all my friends out for a mighty good time. We bought bootleg liquor, champagne, and wine. Then I began to fall so low. Lost all my good friends, had nowhere to go. If I get my hands on $1 again, I'll hang on to it till that old eagle grins, because nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny. And as for friends, well, you ain't got any. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I said it's strange without any doubt. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. I got hair in my nose, you guys. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny. And as for friends, well, you ain't got any. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I said it's strange without any doubt. Nobody knows you, nobody knows you, nobody knows you when you're down and out. There we go. We found some of those chords. Love that song. That song came out in 1929, mere weeks before the giant stock market crash. Oh, not mere week, 1 week before the giant stock market crash. That song, Bessie Smith released her version of that song. It was like the third version, but the first big hit version of it. And came out a week before the giant stock market crash in 1929. Timing. If there's something you want to hear, drop a comment in the chat and I'll try and play it for you. We are going to play a version of My Personal Hell here in a couple minutes. But let's do this one. Oh, Brent had a good question here. Is it Igor? I know the spelling, but I always thought it was Igor. So, Brent, if you've ever seen Young Frankenstein, that is a running joke in the movie that it is not, in that movie, not pronounced Igor. It is pronounced Igor. Because, all right, I'll explain the joke. So, in Young Frankenstein, the main character is Dr. Frankenstein's grandson. He gets sucked back into the family business, essentially, but at first he doesn't want to be part of the Frankenstein family, so he insists that his last name be pronounced Frankenstein, and it's a big running joke through the beginning of the show. Frankenstein. He keeps reminding everybody. So when he finally gets to Transylvania and he meets his assistant, he says, Igor, right? And he says, no, Igor. And then it becomes a running joke that Igor is actually pronounced Igor because it's not Igor. It is Igor's grandson, Igor. So that's how it's pronounced. In the original book, in the original story of Frankenstein, it is pronounced Igor. But in Young Frankenstein, it is pronounced Igor. So there we go. I have now explained the joke. Go watch the movie. All right, let's do The Legend of Miss Garcia. She rolls like a rose from the desert, a senorita with textbook in hand. One never failed to drop things neath her desk, 'cause she wore nothing up under her dress. Miss Garcia, the vaguely slutty Spanish teacher. What young man could learn how to roll his R's when his pants look like he is hiding cigars? The only phrase in his mind is estoy cachando, which is Spanish for I'm super horny. Visions of hot dogs wrapped in tortillas, 'twas a legend of Miss Garcia. Things got weird when she taught the Melboro. It's a donkey or ass, she would say. Now use it in a sentence, Frank, you're up to bat. He said, can I wear your burro as a hat? Miss Garcia, the vaguely slutty Spanish teacher. One young man could learn how to roll his R's when his pants look like he is hiding cigars. The only phrase... Did I already sing this chorus? I feel like I already sang that chorus. I'm just going for the bridge. They scream, Te amo, as they throw roses at her feet to get a look at her back seat, like a piñata filled with meat. A7. Miss Garcia, the vaguely slutty Spanish teacher. They try to get her outside on a good windy day, like a Mexican Maryland on a subway grate. If the wind is just right, you swear you smell tacos, and the boys become stiff as the breeze. They hope she was easy like a shelf from IKEA. 'Twas a legend of Miss Garcia. To me it was hearsay and rumor. second-hand knowledge at best. My own thirst for truth would never be quenched, because I took French. Ole! Okay. So that's the legend of Miss Garcia. Thank you, Tracy. It is a good chorus. Tracy said, I want Mexican now. I know. So I've been doing intermittent fasting. I posted it in the group a few weeks ago, but I've actually been doing intermittent fasting. So I'm eating between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. And then basically just skipping dinner. So after 3 p.m., I'm usually teaching, performing, something like that, and then I just skip dinner and wait till breakfast again. And last night I got home, and my girlfriend is like, where should we take your dad for Father's Day? And she's naming all these restaurants and thinking maybe we should take him here. Oh, he might want a nice omelet for breakfast. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about it right now. And she's like, why are you so grumpy? I'm like, because I'm hungry and I don't want to talk about restaurants. So, yeah, it's been a joy. I did sing that chorus twice. Oh, well. That's the nature of live performance. Things are going to happen. Jason said he'll be near me June 28th and 29th. Yeah, Jason, I think, what were those shows? Yeah, 29th, Valencia Room in San Francisco for the setup, which is great. I haven't done the setup in quite a while. That's always a fun show, and I haven't done that venue before, so that'll be a kick. Looking forward to that. All right. Well, I hope I didn't turn off the wrong thing. No, I think we're still good. Yeah, we're still sending it. All right, I just want to make sure I didn't turn off the wrong channels. Yikes. Oh, yeah, Sopas. Those are good. Really good, Tracy. Let's do some personal hell. Yeah, my personal hell. So the assumption of this song is that if there is a hell, there's not. If there is a hell, then in our modern age, it would be fully split-tested, optimized, and personalized for each individual person. It would not be the same hell for two different people. Each person would have their own individualized hell. You would have your own algorithmic hell, which we're all in algorithmic hell, are we? Now, originally, this song came out as the closing track on my album, Do You Believe in Tragic, my concept album of short songs. But I thought there's more to it. And so I decided to write more to it. Now, the version I'm going to play for you tonight does not sound like the recording that's coming out on July 12th. The recording that's coming out on July 12th sounds like Rancid playing gospel music. I'm going to do the more countrified version of it here, which is sort of a mixture of the way that was done on Do You Believe in Tragic, and kind of as I was doing the writing process before I got into the recording. Okay, so here we go. It's in the key bay. Hopefully I'm going to remember all the words. I don't have them in front of me, so let's find out. I went towards the light when I found out I was dead. Lisa says she lives in Arizona. Hell doesn't scare her. But I must have done something wrong because they sent me south instead. And at hell's orientation, I found out what's in store. An eternity of pain, all this and more. Kale for every meal, cake that tastes like dirt. Spending every day talking to a bunch of QAnon jerks. They gave me a laptop, but it's only got a tape drive. The radio only plays fucking Maroon 5. Every day begins with me asking, damn, what's that smell? It's just another day in my personal hell. Well, it's just another day in my personal hell. Now my daily job is to queue at the DMV. And just like in real life, I'll be here for eternity. They call number 37, and I am 38. They call number 39, oh man, I spend every day irate. Shoes have all got soles, the kind that spelled OU. The only thing on TV is baby geniuses too. They don't make you walk on hot coals. Now it's all Legos. Yes, you're allowed to eat cheese, but only through your nose. Just when I get comfortable, someone rings my doorbell. Jehovah's still got those witnesses in my personal hell. I don't want your magazine in my personal hell. Oh shit, here come the Mormons in my personal hell. Nobody lives alone, we all get a shitty roommate. And if you thought evil was just Lucifer, try living with a YouTube influencer who yells smash that like when I walk in the room. I said I'll smash your head, you fucking goon. And then a pop-up appears, can't find the X to fucking close it. Single ply TP, no doors on bathroom stalls. You gotta build a bear at the factory made from the skin of old man balls. Hell, the underwear is thong, all the flowers smell like feet. Random bars are my favorite songs, have an extra beat 3. All the towels are wet and gross, all the dungeons have Purell. Washing hands still important in my personal hell. Don't want a cold on top of damnation in my personal hell. Don't cuddle that teddy bear in my personal hell. There we go. Whew. Not bad. I only blew it almost kind of in that last chorus a little bit, but we got it through. Because I remembered a part that I totally forgot when I was rehearsing it earlier. So that is the basics of what my personal hell sounds like. That was sort of the acoustic, slightly countrified version. I couldn't help but punk it up a little bit. But my vibe going into it was, I said I wanted to sound like Rancid playing gospel music. And that's what I explained to Federico, my mix engineer. And he said, yeah, that's exactly what this sounds like. So I can't wait for you to hear it on July 12th. July 11th if you're coming to a live stream party. And it's going to be a blast. It's going to be fun. You're going to dig it. You've probably seen the cover art floating around the Facebook group with the cake made of broccoli. That's fun. The lyric video, just got the lyric video done. That looks super cool. That's going to be a great time. I like all the stuff. But the promotion part of it is just, it's kind of a drag sometimes. I was on Threads one day and there was some artist talking about, man, I just want everybody to discover my music. Okay, well, yes, so do all of us, dipshit. That has never been the case ever in the history of the music industry. It just has never, ever, ever been the case. You know, you have to go out and promote it. That's why it's just a dumb thing. It's a dumb thing. Anyway. Let me check my notes here. Make sure we're doing all the stuff that needs to happen here. If you don't have your welcome swag pack yet, then click that little QR code here. The welcome swag pack is super fun. First of all, you are going to get a handwritten postcard from me, my message to you. Everybody's is a little bit different. I handwrite all of them. These are not pre-made in any way, addressed specifically to you, and I write you a nice little note. Comes on a postcard that has the Burning Sensation cover art on it. That's fun. You also get this notepad that says, all my bad ideas. And you can write all your bad ideas on there, because you have to get the bad ideas out of your head so that the good ideas have room. So you got to get your bad ideas out here. Right? Like, murder a politician, right? Write it down so that you can have the good idea of don't vote for the criminal. All right? You're also going to get the I Know Phil button. And you wear this to the gig, and then I know who the cool people are when I see these come in. I love to see these come in the door at the shows. It's really fun for me. I love it when you guys wear these. And I have 3 of them left. Oh, I guess 4. including this one. I have 4 of these left. That is it. So if you want to make sure that you get the package that has the I Know Phil button in it, make sure you order that this week, because I don't know, I sell a few of these a week. They're going to be gone. I only have 4 left, and then they're going to be replaced with a different item, which I also have. It's already in my office. They're super cool. You're also going to dig those. I got coasters made. They're really neat. And then you also get the Phil Johnson guitar pick. It's hard to see on this thing. It always is. But that is my little cartoon character on there that was given to me in Santa Cruz at a show at Borders Books when that was there, back when all us indie musicians were touring the Borders Book circuit, playing their little coffee shops. And that was a show where I played to like 5 people. It was a drag. And this guy came up to me and handed me that drawing after. He said, I made a cartoon of you. Thank you very much for your show. And it was fantastic. And then I packed up and I went outside, and 2 drunk yoga instructors who I'd met earlier in the day before their drunkenness. They weren't drunk early in the afternoon, but I had invited them to the show, and they said, oh, we can't. We're at this yoga retreat. We're learning how to be yoga instructors. And I said, cool, maybe another time. They showed up plastered drunk after the show and asked me to play Whale Blubber on the street in front of the bookstore in Santa Cruz, right on the main drag there, Pacific Avenue. And so, live music on that street, not uncalled for or unheard of. And so I pulled my guitar out. I played them a song. The movie theater next door had let out. I had a huge audience in front of me of like 50, 60, 70 people, something like that. I'm playing on the street, not making any money for that, but having a good time. And then the 2 yoga instructors hit on me before I left and went home to my girlfriend. So there you go. That's the story I think of when I think of my little cartoon character that you're going to get on the pick. So that cartoon character comes with a story. All right. So there's the swag pack. Make sure that you pick that up if you have not got that yet. And there is also the Great Idea Bundle. These all my best ideas. This is the big one. If you want like all my best stuff that I've ever put out, my life's work, get it in the Great Ideas Bundle. You get the Be Yourself Unless You're an Idiot t-shirt. I really got to bring an example of these things out to the studio. I haven't done that yet. You get the Be Yourself Unless You're an Idiot t-shirt. You get the All My Bad Ideas journal for when you have more bad ideas and need more pages to put them on. You get the 80-page All My Bad Ideas journal. You get a flash drive. I don't even have that out here. I thought I had one. You get a nice flash drive. It's got my name on it. Lights up. You get 10 hours. Are you listening to me? 10 hours worth of content on that flash drive. All 4 of my comedy specials. Pro Shot concert film with my band Roadside Attraction. Bootleg shows from around the country. Music videos. All sorts of great stuff. Over 10 hours of stuff on that hard drive is literally my life's work on a hard drive this big. And you also get a hand, and this is a limited time version of this, but you also get a handwritten set of lyrics. You tell me which of my songs you want lyrics for, and I will handwrite them, kind of decorate the page for you, and you also get that as well. So click that little QR code if you want to grab that, and I'll do a couple more songs, and then we are going to get into the Inner Circle Encore, where I'm going to play a new song that I've been working on. For the Inner Circle folks here. Speaking of which, I'm going to leave that up. We should probably talk. I gotta throw some shout outs to my silver and gold members, my VIP and my gold members in the Inner Circle. If you're not yet, that's kind of dumb of me. Let's put in the right QR code. If you're not yet part of the Philagelis Inner Circle, it's a professional show here, kids. Don't try this at home. If you're not yet part of the Philagelis Inner Circle, we are still a very limited time. I told you earlier, in about a month or so, we're switching everything over to this new system. Right now, you can still get in for one price for your entire life, including the new system. You'll be in for life. You're going to be there. And you can grab that now. It's as little as $7. Click that QR code. You're going to get behind-the-scenes stuff. You're going to get like demo versions, unreleased songs, stuff that isn't released anywhere to the public. You're going to get to actually see the bit of Lynn Ruth and I playing Anarchy in the UK and throwing lingerie at the audience from Edinburgh, Scotland. That's in there. It's all sorts of stuff that the public's never going to see, but you get to see it in the Team Philagelis Inner Circle. Plus, you also get the fullest, longest version of this live stream, which is super fun. Okay, I'm going to do one more song, and then we're going to kick it over. It is blazing hot in the studio right now. I don't know if you can see me sweating, but it's getting pretty warm out here. I have a fan, but the fan is currently behind the FedEx box, so it's doing me no good at all. All right, let's do one more here. Maybe 2 short ones. Let me find one that we're going to play here. Those are covers. Let's do this one. All right. So I'm going to do one more song. Then we'll kick it over to the Inner Circle encore. You guys are lovely, as always. Ooh, we've been together a long, long time, and it's always been so good. Baby, it can be better. 'Cause when we go golfing on the greens of love, there's only one hole you won't let me putt. But baby, I'll tell you what, let me put it in your sister. What'd you think I meant? Let me put it in your sister. When she's back from the convent. When she comes home for Christmas, I can't help myself. I see her and I want to put my F up on her shelf. Let me put it in your sister, whose professional title also sister. And now look, oh baby doll, it's all just a joke. I'd never do such things, you're too important to me. But now when we're alone and we're making love and we're all so close, you won't seem so glum when I ask to put it in your bum. Let me put it in your keister, baby, just one time. Right up in your chocolate twister. They call me Dr. Cockenstein. An exclusive club that only allows in members. And I hope you'll smile when you remember that it's not inside your sister. There we go. That one's called Let Me. That's from my last comedy special. What's up? Tracy. I just look. I think Tracy. I think you left this comment a few minutes ago, and I don't even honestly remember what it's in relation to. She just says "fucking Santa Cruz." You'll have to remind me what we were talking about. This stuff goes by in my brain so fast. There's a thing I can do here where I can actually put these up on screen. Oh, new comments will be displayed here. There we go. Pow! Look at that. And right at the bottom there, Tracy just said "fucking Santa Cruz." Oh, at the top. It's at the top. Behind the QR code. All right. Nothing's working right tonight. It's just not doing what it's supposed to. All right. So let's get into the encore. I love having you guys here. It's fantastic. I'm going to now kick some of you out. We're going to go to the whale blubber with drunk yoga. Yeah, okay. I gotcha. That story. All right, so we're going to kick it over into the Inner Circle only encore, where I'm going to play you some brand spanking new stuff that I've been working on, and we will see how it goes. So we're going to say goodnight to the public YouTube and the Facebook YouTube, and if you are Facebook YouTube, we're going to say goodnight to Facebook, Philadelphia's community, and we're going to say goodnight to public YouTube, where the other part of the community is watching. And if you are watching in the Inner Circle portal, that is where you want to be. Let me make sure I don't turn off the wrong thing. Hang on. Did I do that right? Yes, I did that right. Okay. All right. So good night.